As researchers and students, we often dive into a topic only to realize halfway through that we are missing something fundamental. But we don't always know what that something is. And for faculties, identifying where each student's understanding breaks down can be very much challenging. So that is why we have built Synapse. It is an AI powered knowledge gap analyzer that tells you precisely what you know, what you are missing, and what to study next. And the best part is, it runs entirely on your own computer privately. So let us look what Synapse has for us. This is the home screen, and on the left side is the control panel where you can choose between the two models, quick scan and deep dive. And below is the temperature slider that is user operative to control how creative the responses are. The lesser the temperature, the informations are more factual and less creative. So let us first look into the quick scan model, and here you can enter which topic you want to know how much you have understood about, and below you can type what your understanding is. So here I have given the topic neural networks. So let us analyze my understanding. Once you select analyze my understanding, the Synapse will start fetching details and diagnosing the knowledge gaps that I have on this topic. It is diagnosing the knowledge gaps, and here is a summary. So it initially gives a summary of what I have understood about neural networks, and below it gives the gaps, and also it gives the most important concept that I should study first to bridge this gap. And the next is the further insights, where it will give us details and informations and materials on what all should I learn to bridge my gap. And the third tab is the concept map, where it gives us a pictorial representation like a block diagram to help us know what we already know, followed by what are the knowledge gaps that I have in this topic, and once I fill this knowledge gap, what is the next thing that I will unlock in this particular topic. And at last is the download session, where you can download all the details as a full report as in Markdown or as a PDF format. So it will get downloaded. Let us now look into the deep dive. In deep dive, the information that is given will be of much more depth. So here you can choose how you want the AI to work as. So you can select it to give a logical reasoning answer, or concepts based information, or something related to life sciences. When you go with deeper biological concepts, you can select life sciences or biology. So now let me select mathematics and logic, and for our better understanding, I will give the same neural networks here. Neural networks, and what I know about the same information I will give here. Lines and layers. They mimic human brain. They are used in AI. So now I will run the analysis, and as you can see, Synapse has started running the diagnostics, and here is our response. So it just gives a small summary of what I have understood and what are the gaps that I have in this topic. And the main thing here is deep dive gives us a Socratic question that will help us to realize what we don't know. So here it gives you a question. Can you think of a scenario in which neural network with 10,000 nodes might not be sufficient to process the data, and how would you modify the network to address this limitation? So here it is not just about the nodes and layers. So that is what Synapse is trying to tell us. And next is a further insights, where all the core concepts are explained for us to bridge this gap. And finally, the concept map, where it gives us what are the knowledge gaps we have and what we will be able to understand or unlock once we bridge this gap. And finally, we have the downloads option, where you can download all this report from the deep dive as a markdown or as a PDF format. So when you are entering into a new topic, you go for quick scan. But when you have a little understanding about a topic and you want to know more about that, then you go into deep dive. So two modes, one topic, completely different depth of engagement. That's the power of Synapse. And also it runs fully locally. There is no need for cloud, no API keys required, no subscription. And your data never leaves your machine. Whether you are a student preparing for an exam, a researcher stepping into unfamiliar territory, or a faculty member looking to understand where your students' conceptual gaps lie, Synapse shows you exactly where you are and exactly where to go next.